hit the wrong button. So we actually had a dirt road from up here all the way down through here. We used to have big bonfires here in the mid to late 80s. Crank our wacky punk rock tunes and whatnot. We had kind of a fun crew back then. A little different from all the other crews in the area. Yeah, I think our party station was right in there. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not going to mow back there for a long time. I'll ignore it. Down here, our old neighbor, Doug Conger, I don't know who owns it now, but he had multiple different types of businesses and stuff, but he dug his own pond down in there. That kind of gave me the notion of digging my own pond. He did it literally to hunt ducks whenever he wanted. We would hear shotgun blasts way out of season. I'm just saying. You won't be hearing that with us, but that's the hill that was a kick-ass sledding hill certain winters because you can get drifts that like just go womp, 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 womp. And it's super fun to sled down. But up there on top is where I want to build my container house eventually. A bit of a long-term goal. We'll see if we get to it. Again, this is about the property line. There used to be a fence. I don't know where it is anymore. So we're not 100% where the property line is anymore. Could be tricky. We'll see how that goes. There was a huge straight line windstorm many years back, and a bunch of trees went down. Some of them are still growing, even though they're down. And there you can see the house again over there. So that area from there to there is where I want to have the studio. This is where my Uncle Mark had his horses for a period. Now that I've got this all mowed, I should probably wear shorts. I'm starting to get warm. It's been a beautiful summer, except for all the rain. But the rain's good. Yada yada. Especially since last year was so dry. Again, more black walnut right there in front of you. Black walnut, black walnut. And that's the big grove over there. In 140 years, those will be worth a nice little pretty penny. Supposedly in today's dollars, a well-grown black walnut is about 40K. Some more down trees. And this lovely pond over here, which is so gorgeous. So there used to be a big beaver house, like right over here. And there was a tree going over the top of it. And I'd go down and sit in the tree, and the beaver would slap his tail and splash water at me. Because he was like, go away, buddy. It's funny. Look how big that Scotch pine is. It's a gorgeous Scotch pine. And I think we're looking at about a 2-foot diameter there. So that was probably one of the first ones Dad planted. Meaning that's 45 years old or so. More black walnut. Give you another vista look. And the house is up over there. Yeah, I kind of just did a shot in the dark as far as mowing around here goes. I did smash into some things and have to go around some things and got stuck on some things. But it was all worth it. It was fun. Another vista shot from over here. Pew, 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 pew. Now we're gonna go into some canopy that Dad planted, which we always used to keep mowed. And that's probably been a good thing. It's probably been very beneficial to the trees because there's not too many little junky trees in between. But none of it's been mowed for probably 10, 15 years. So I'm going back at it. So there's a ton of underbrush and whatnot that needs to be taken care of. It's a fun little spot that I carved out just now. You see a little deer stand. I'll let the neighbors come in and deer hunt and turkey hunt if they want. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Should I keep that going? I probably will. You know, some of that. I hate seeing dead deer on the highway. I would much rather that go into some person's freezer. So this is a fun little canopy that my dad created. And he got to see it a bit. But I got one trail through the middle now. And I'm probably gonna mow all this down just at least once or twice a season, just to keep it clear and keep it nice so that the trees don't get too much competition. There's an old gravel pit hole that Dad used for cement and whatnot. Huge, beautiful trees. And then we are so that's where we started. So that's the full 360 of the property. There's my shipping containers. Various lawn art pieces. I don't have my weed whacker out, so they're all covered. It's a old plow, which is pretty dang cool. That's a horse-drawn plow. This is a Minneapolis Moline tractor over here. call it the Old U. Believe it or not, I saw this tractor go 40 miles an hour down a dirt road in North Dakota. It was crazy. That's my dad's old work shed. We had another work shed over here. It's gone. I don't know what happened to it. There's a couple other fun little elements over here. Oh, yeah. So if you see the pylons I put in, that's where I've found with my mower where there are large rocks sitting in the brush. So note to future self, try to point those out to the future generations if they're not hanging out here. Because if the grass is tall, you can't see those obstacles and they can really damage your equipment. So here's the fun thing. This is an old trailer for the old paddle boat. It's gone completely mossy. It's now quite beautiful. I'm not going to touch it because of how beautiful it is. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. So gorgeous. And that's another old plow, but I think that plow is still working. And that's a bucket that's still working. And that's a mower, and over here, a snowblower that actually should be still working. We'll see how that goes for the old N9 Ford that, as far as I know, still works. So it's going to take a little bit of work to get her started up and whatnot, but it's still a working tractor. I think my dad had it working as, when they left here, it was still working. So I have a plan of, prettying it up and still using it. That's going to be a while. Lots of other items on the list beforehand. Because you'll notice I've got lots of shipping containers. I've got 4 shipping containers. I've got 3 full of my stuff and 1 that I'm filling up with stuff from the house. And just the stuff from the house, I just want to make sure that none of my brothers, sisters, or mother get mad about me getting rid of anything, so it's all going to go into there. Now this one is full of my stuff. And I've got 2 little ones. One is full of my stuff and one is full of my little sister's stuff. Because she came and lived with me for about 6 or 8 months due to COVID. So, and this is the front yard, which is a lot of work to do. So, yeah, baby steps. It's a fun project that I can now relax into and enjoy.